What's cracking, peeps? Happy Sunday. T-Money up in the heezy. Here to bring you guys the other half of my Scream Factory collection overview. This is going to be a very, very long video, so please grab a drink, whatever you need, because get comfy. It's going to be a long one. Movies all to the left and to the right of me. I don't even know where to begin. Seriously, I'm going to shut up now and get right into this. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the few DVDs that I have, and for time's sake, I'm just going to barrel through these. Not going to be talking about films, because there's just too many of them. But there were 5 DVDs that were released by Scream Factory. Correct me if I'm wrong. There could be more. I know there was one that was like recalled or something, but let me know if there are more than 5 DVDs. But what I have for the DVDs are TV Terrors and the Initiation of... TV Terrors, The Initiation of Sarah, and You Are Not Alone. In the house. Alone. Yes, you're not. That was the one DVD. Then we had the Chilling Visions, 5 Senses of Terror, Taste, Touch, Feel, that sort of thing. I think originally they were going to do more of these, but it bombed, so they only did the one. House in the Alley, only released on DVD from Scream Factory. And then we have the 4 All-Night Marathon of Horror, which has a bunch of films they had released. They've now since released on Blu-ray, individually. Along with this one. This is like volume 2 or whatever. These 4 films have all received individual releases as well. Now we get into the DVDs. They're not going to be in order because it was just too much. I just was ripping these from the shelves to just get them, and they're freaking all over the place. So we're just going to go. I'll start with the non-box sets, and then we'll do the box sets last. So first up we have Ejecta, sci-fi horror film. Then we have Robot Jox, another sci-fi horror film directed by Stuart Gordon. Not a very good film. Sentinel, absolutely love this movie. It's great. The binding, kind of shitty, Scream Factory release. I don't think it's IFC, no it's not. Supernova. Time Bomb. The Spell. This was awesome. Lady in White, another great one. Dead of Winter. I love this movie so much. It's got my man, Roddy McDowell. Snow theme, obviously, it's awesome. The Bat People, classic old movie. Deadly Eyes. This is an amazing release. I think this is out of print. One of the few that are actually out of print now. Great movie, though. Killer Rats, gotta love them. Now we're gonna get into some of the... I think Scream Factory released like 5 or 6. I don't know what they call them. They were limited edition, like kind of like rarely seen movies. This was one of them. Message from Space. I think they're all sold out now, except for maybe one of them. Velvet Vampire. That's another one of them. Deathstalker 1 and 2 double feature. This is really rare. Sold out. I think these are all rare now. Up from the Depths. Kind of cheesy, but cool little, like, you know, water creature feature. In the vein of Humanoids from the Deep. I think there's one more, but it's not in order now, so we'll get to it. It's got to be in there somewhere. Contracted Phase 2, IFC Scream Factory. Nightmares, awesome little anthology. White of the Eye. Final Terror. This is an awesome slasher movie. It's very tame and kind of slow, but it's great. Older release as well. Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Sin. Willard. New release. Willard, the original. Ben, sequel to the original Willard. Psycho, 90 remake starring your man Vince Vaughn. I actually don't mind that movie. It's enjoyable in a bad way. What's the Matter with Helen? Classic. Invasion of the B-Girls. Ninja 3, The Denomination, which has now been released as a collector's edition, which I showed you guys the other day. The Four Skulls of Jonathan Drake. The Screaming Skull. I like this. Doctor and the Devils. Let's Be Evil. Scream Factory. IFC. Cherry Falls. Awesome release. The Vagrant. Awesome. This was, no, never mind. It's one of the films that was on that 4-pack. Shelley. This was pretty good. Pretty slow, but it was good. Psycho 4, The Beginning. I don't know how many times I own the Psycho movies now. It's crazy. The Evictors. This was on Town That Dreaded Sundown, the original Scream Factory release. They included it as a bonus film, but now, yeah. I Bury the Living. Start stacking this. Virus, pretty good sci-fi horror movie. Island of Terror with the reversible cover artwork, I do believe. Good movie, too. Beyond the Gates, this was pretty good. I Saw What You Did. Starring the great Joan Crawford. Scarecrows, this movie's awesome. I own this movie a ton of times, too. Paratrooper media book I have. Crawlers, also known as Contamination 7, which is on the 4-pack DVD. Intruder, this was pretty good. Not the Sam Raimi Intruder. Time Walker, this was the 5th one of the rare Velvet Vampire Up From the Depths series that they put out. I think this was the one that didn't sell out. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It could have been the Velvet Vampire, but this one may still be available. By now it's probably not, but New Year's Evil, pretty good. I liked it. It was, you know, boring kind of, but it was a slasher movie I'd never seen before, so it was fresh to me. Dark Half, Romero, Robert Englund, Phantom of the Opera. This was cool. I'd never seen this. What We Become, newer zombie-ish movie, I guess. The Nest, this was awesome. Killer Roaches. Death Valley, a very, very early Scream Factory release starring the boy from A Christmas Story. Evil Speak, awesome. So much fun. Clint Howard at his best. The Crush, this was good too. Alicia Silverstone. Unique role for her. Rabid Dogs. Yeah. Anti-Birth. Pretty good. Alright. Let's see. Exterminators of the Year 3000. Ghost Town, great movie, great release. Although I don't remember I don't think there are any special features on this release. I also have the 88 Films edition of that. Then we have Hemlock Grove Season 1. I'm not sure if there was a Season 2, and if there is, I'm not sure if Scream Factory ended up putting it out, but they did put this one out. Correct me if you know the answer to that, please. Enlighten me, rather. Alienator. cheesy goodness. Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre, totally ridiculous. Wow, some of these are really dusty. Legend of Hell House, classic, so good. Hellhole, this was pretty bad, honestly, but I love the fact that they put this out, like a long unseen, obscure film. Pretty crazy. Cue the Winged Serpent, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Larry Cohen films. The, animatronic effects in this movie are great. God, this is dusty. I gotta revisit this one, I loved it. Town That Dreaded Sundown, super dusty. This is the original, and it also has the Evictors as a bonus disc. I haven't looked at some of these in years. Tobe Hooper's Invaders from Mars. You'll Like My Mother. Vicious Lips. Crawl Space. I really want to get the TV movie Crawl Space that was released by Wild Eye. That's been long out of print. I have to get that. I hope somebody puts it out on Blu-ray, but this is the one starring Klaus Kinski. It's a pretty good movie. Creepy. Windows. I never watched this. I should check this out, though. I heard mixed things. Final Exam. Tame slasher film from the 80s that I enjoy. Nomads, starring Pierce Brosnan. Stigmata. I have memories watching this movie as a kid in Florida. Swamp Thing. You can get this now from other companies with the nude scene, so. But still, cool release. DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Are they still? Yeah, they're still doing that. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. This is great. 50s goodness. 60s. The House That Screamed. Another classic movie. Classic release. Leviathan, goodness, underwater goodness, I love it. The Horror Show, pretty boring, also known as House 3. Ravenous, amazing movie. I love this movie so much, so good. The Battery, I thought this was overrated. It was good, but it was just kind of overrated, I thought, but it was good. Zombie flick. Takes place in a car, the whole movie. Cockneys vs. Zombies. Pretty hilarious, pretty good. I liked it. Zomcom. One of their earlier releases as well. Gregory Hines and Eve of Destruction. Blaxploitation action. Jack's Back. Sonny Boy. Some of these you can see came out around the same time, and I had obviously shelved them at the same time because I picked them up at the same time. So, Howling 2, Streba, Werewolf Bitch. Again, I own this movie a million times. And Umbrella Entertainment's putting out a Howling box set as well, so that's cool. I have to grab that. I have to pre-order that. But it's a reversible cover artwork, which is kind of bad, honestly. It's not very good. I don't know what I was thinking. Die Monster Die. Classic. Bound to Vengeance. This movie was pretty good. Modern. I, Madman. I love this movie. What's the alternate title to this film? I forget. Offspring. Great anthology film starring the directed by the dude who did Pumpkinhead 2, among some other awesome movies. Night of the Scarecrow, I think. He's awesome. Jeff Burr. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 as well. Ghost Story, this movie's great. Takes place in Vermont, which is awesome. Shout out to Montpelier. Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. I love this movie. It's amazing. I just got confirmation that my 88 Films release shipped. 88 Films is putting it out, so that's cool. Saturn 3. Never did watch this movie. Heard pretty mediocre things. Women's Prison Massacre. Some women's exploitation, I guess. The Guardian, this is pretty good, directed by Exorcist director. Beware the Beast Within. Good movie. Return of Count Yorga, also released by Arrow Video in Twilight Time, I believe. Good movie. The Island, one of the earliest Scream Factory releases, and yet one of the last. So there's a period about 2 or 3 years ago where I was going back, and there were like maybe a handful of Scream Factory releases that I still didn't own, and I went back and got it. This was like literally the last movie to check off my list, so I'm glad to have it. Now I've just been buying them as they come out, but at that point, in the beginning, the very beginning, I didn't. Probably missed like the first 15 or so releases from Scream Factory. So, Dark Angel. Love this movie. Slumber Party Massacre. The Lesson. This was pretty bad. Eli Roth Presents The Stranger. Pretty good. Forgot about that movie. Dark Summer. Now we're getting into some of the IFC slipcover titles. Hellions, this is pretty good too. Pretty crazy. It's okay. I wasn't the biggest fan. I really like this movie, The Boy. Not to be confused with the one from dealing with the doll. With Maggie from Walking Dead. She's beautiful, by the way. I was watching an Instagram, like her, I don't know if it's her official Instagram page, but Lauren Cohan is fucking beautiful. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. It's not like anybody doesn't know that. This was good. Stung. This was good. Fun. Zombie Fight Club. This was not really my style. The Willow. This was okay. I thought this was a bit overrated as well. Wasn't bad. Over Your Dead Body. I never did watch this. Takashi Miike. Later film from him. Bite, this was great. Alright. 17 minutes. I think I'm going to stop for today, guys. I've got a lot more. I've got 4 racks of like 52 Blu-rays, and then all of my Scream Factory box sets to show you guys. I'll show you this last one, Babadook, because it's kind of a standard release, but it's a little souped up, so I don't know. We'll end on that, so great movie. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll be back with another one. Now I can put everything back. This was everything that I had on shelving, and within the next couple days I'll go over the last of my collection. I am pretty much caught up with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 of the latest releases. So stay tuned for that. Catch you guys on the flip. Peace.